Chelsea, meanwhile, defeated Nottingham Forest 1-0 to finish one below in 4th place. Newcastle were beaten 1-0 by Everton but booked the 5th and final slot after Manchester United beat Aston Villa 2-0. Villa finished 6th, level on points with the Magpies but lost out on goal difference. Staying with football, Real Madrid have appointed former player
Good morning. Sometimes getting out of bed in the morning is a lot to deal with all at once.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to the biggest and best breakfast show in the world. And today it's Big Star Monday, Big Stars Monday, because we have two very lovely people in the studio. They are content creators. We begin our content creators series, and you guys are the first. Ladies and gentlemen, Anna and Ben, also known as the Smiling Afro.
Hi everyone, welcome to
we
the
are the
show.
first.
Good morning.
Wow. Morning, guys.
Good morning. I was with Ben last night at the StarHub Football for All Carnival, and I have to give you an award for being here today.
Hey, if you can do it, I can do it, man.
Hey, what do you mean?
If you can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Man.
Not everybody can do what I do, no.
What a coincidence. You were with Ben last night.
Yes.
I was with Anna last night.
Oh,
What?
wow.
In my dreams.
Yes.
In my dreams. In fact, let me
I can
just
vouch for that.
let me just
Very tiring lah, the
I have
dream.
to admit, right, okay, something. The positioning of how we are seated today was all pre-planned, okay? Because when Shalini told me last week that Anna was coming in today, I was like,
Okay.
woo, I'm a big fan of Anna. I haven't seen her in a while. She's like,
Thanks,
I will
Tim.
position her exactly
front of you.
opposite you. So you will be able to gaze into her eyes.
Wow.
Okay.
But she also
Okay.
positioned me so I can gaze into your eyes as well. lah.
Great. Thank you for saying that.
So Ben, you work with Anna quite a bit.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the skits that you guys do.
Oh,
the
we call it a
videos.
mini series.
I love the mini
Our
series.
little short skits.
It's
Short
like
Our
films.
short films.
Okay, how did that idea come about? Whose idea was it? Was it your idea, Anna? Or was it your idea, Ben?
I think I came up with the tiny miniature bottles. You know, sometimes you buy the big bottle, it comes in miniature bottles that come in the hotel room
Yeah.
kind of thing. So I brought it to his place. I was like, hey,
Yes, that
why
was
not?
the first one. I
That was
almost
the
forgot.
first episode.
Yes,
and then
yes.
there was a long hiatus, and then he
Yep.
came up with, hey, you like this gigantic thing, shall we film?
Yeah, so we just continued this as a series, and then people loved it, right? And we're like, let's do it for fun. It's for
Yes,
fun, right?
yes.
Yeah.
My favorite one is the white rabbit candy.
Oh wow, my
The one where
favorite
you
one.
flick the tiny candy at me and it's gigantic.
Yeah. My favorite was the Tabasco because I went to America and I found these mini Tabasco bottles, and then we're like, we gotta do one with you. Yeah.
The normal.
And then where do you get the big Tabasco bottle?
Oh,
Well.
no, the big Tabasco bottle is a
It's the
normal
normal
Tabasco
one.
bottle.
Oh,
But there's
which
certain-
one? I remember I was watching one, and Anna was like with a huge bottle of something. I can't remember what that was.
For me, I'm always holding something big lah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's always something small.
It's just
Yeah.
That sounds a little risque.
Yes.
I'm always holding something big.
Yeah.
Okay. I
sad morning for me. Yeah.
I have a question, bro. Before we move on, right?
Yes.
I've always wanted to ask you this.
Yes.
Your afro, right?
Yeah.
Is it real? Can I
Super real.
touch it?
Yes, first time is free.
Are you first touch is free?
Yes, first touch is free.
I'm gonna pull it a little bit.
Can,
okay.
no problem.
I thought you only let girls touch your hair.
No, Timo is a.
Okay, it's
Hey,
a bro.
what are you gonna say?
It's a bro.
Exception,
It's a bro.
exception.
I can't complete my sentence.
So I'm gonna reach. Okay.
Hey,
Dude, it's his real hair.
Of course.
Alamak, I thought it was a wig.
Did you hear what I just said?
Wait.
Hey, don't pull so hard.
One more, just
That's a bald
on
spot.
camera, okay? On camera.
She's quite protective of him. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's not from Spotlight.
You know what?
it's branding.
I told Tim, I said, your hair is like a Marwan Fellaini.
It is.
And he was like, who is Marwan Fellaini?
No, so if I ever see Marwan Fellaini, I'll be
Yeah.
like, dude, your hair is like the smiling afro.
Yeah. And he'll be like, who is the Smiling Afro?
Okay, let's continue to talk to Anna and Ben on The Big Show TV. Meantime, here's Anne Marie featuring Shania Twain, Unhealthy on Kiss 92.
Well, your love is worth.
That's right, too little sleep, unhealthy.
Oh, so cool. So you just know how long it will be.
Yeah, there you
2
go.
minutes and
I think you can be a radio presenter. So anyway, we're continuing this conversation because it's live all the way, right? Anna,
Yes.
you, apart from being a content creator, do you still help people look good for photo shoots?
oh yes, that's my full-time job. I actually met both of you the same way.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually how I met you too.
Oh,
Last
was I
time I've
doing your
seen
makeup?
you, not my
Yes.
makeup, not my
In the-
makeup.
Yes.
I was telling Glenn, the first time I crossed paths with you was when Michael Bolton came down to Singapore.
Yes, yes.
And you were doing his makeup,
Yes.
and I was there to interview the guy, and that's how we met.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Michael's makeup artist for Asia.
Wow. So wherever he's traveling, you travel with him within Asia.
Only for shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he
And-
does he
and-
like does he do require a lot of makeup?
I wouldn't say so. He's already very good looking.
He is,
Yes, and the first time I met Ben was also when I was doing his makeup. That's where we chatted.
Yeah.
And I also met Glenn through doing Glenn's makeup.
Ah. Okay. Then as part of makeup, do you have to do the hair as well?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. So what are the not skills, the tricks to maintaining a perfect afro?
For his hair, what I did was I just decided to not say neaten it a bit, but because they had sort of like a background that they needed to stay sort of solid colored.
Yeah.
So just to get all the flyaways out of the way.
To get the flies
and then
away.
fly away.
Oh, gee, I
no,
thought-
not flies
I was
away.
like, bro, what
Yeah,
about
to-
flies?
a lot of flies.
It was an indoor shoot.
Chase it away. So.
But a lot of product now in your hair. Do you need a lot of product?
I think for this our weather and our humidity
Yeah.
in Singapore, yes, I put a lot of conditioner and hair oils every day.
Wow.
Just to keep to keep my hair hydrated.
Yeah.
Wait, but
Yeah.
but the thing is, so you've got natural curls, or is this permed?
Fully natural.
Wow.
That's quite amazing, right, Anna? I mean,
Yeah,
Eurasian boy lah.
Yeah,
wait,
Eurasian boy.
I got a bit of Eurasian in me also. My hair is not like yours.
Maybe other places lah, but I don't know.
You need some tips, lah. You need some tips. Okay, but how long does it take for you to dry your hair? I assume you have to use hair dryer and all that to blow dry your hair after a shower.
So for most of my life having curly hair, I don't like to use hair dryer.
Ah.
I like to air dry, so the curls are a bit more defined.
Wow.
Yeah, but as I grew older, I was recommended I should use a hair dryer just for scalp care and everything. So
Right.
now I use a hair dryer.
See, not
Pretty
easy,
amazing.
no.
Yeah.
People think, just easy, just leave it like
Yeah.
that. But there is a science to
Because
maintaining
even a
an
poodle
afro.
also, for example, if you give the poodle a bath and you just air dry the poodle, the fur won't,
Yeah.
everything will be a bit flat. You need to like blow dry and then it'll become fluffy
Are
again.
you comparing the smiling afro to
No,
a poodle?
of course not.
It's
Anyway,
okay.
we
Other
have
people
a,
have compared already. So
we have a video now to
okay.
watch. All right, here we go.
The reason why I date short girls is because when things don't work out, I can keep the photos. Follow me for more life hacks.
in Singapore,
Instead of saying, now we know who's watching it for the first time.
Can you turn up the fan speed, please?
Oh, sure.
Thank you, darling. We say. Right now, very hot, huh? Can you make the fan bigger?
Big enough? Hello,
啊，
can you help me 打包？
可以。还有别的吗？
没有。
Not bad, your Mandarin.
Yeah.
Did you catch that smile? He almost broke.
Wow, such a hot day today.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, how do you do that?
Sped it up. I just turned it
Wow.
like a tumbleweed.
A lot of people think, right?
Well done.
You know, a lot of your videos in general, right? Because you guys really make it so seamless.
Yeah.
It looks so effortless, right? But I'm sure there will be some that require multiple takes and things like that, right?
That last
How
one,
do
for
you-
example, the last one
Oh, no, that
where
was a
she
one
was
take.
tumbling like tumbleweed. how long did that whole shoot take?
That was a
No.
one take.
Yeah.
It
That was
took
less
like
than
5 minutes.
man. Yeah.
What? 5 minutes for that whole
Yeah,
Yes,
for the
yes,
whole,
yes.
yeah.
Oh.
But I mean, I would assume, because I mean, as the audience, we're watching that and we're cracking up, right? Do you guys crack up mid while you're trying to do it and then have to redo it again because you kind of broke?
It's usually Ben who breaks.
Basket.
I will commit to the end. Cut.
I'll let the pretty girl. Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, no, like, I mean sometimes, right, depending on the story or the script we write, right? Yeah, if midway through we'd be like, we can see it, visualize it in our head, and then we start laughing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And was this chemistry always there from the very beginning when you guys started working together?
Okay, Chop, we'll go on air and then Tim will ask you
Yeah.
that question once again.
Okay.
Kiss 92 Traffic.
SLE towards BKE, heavy traffic between Lento Avenue exit and Upper Thompson Road. On the TPE towards SLE, vehicle breakdown after Jalan Kayu exit. Opposite direction TPE towards PIE, vehicle breakdown before Jalan Kayu as well. And on the TPE towards PIE, an accident after the KPE exit. Finally, KJE towards PIE, vehicle breakdown before the PIE Changi exit. Avoid lane 4 and please drive safe.
Welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guests for this morning, Anna and Ben, also known as the Smiling Afro. We're so happy to have you guys here. They, of course, are content creators. Ben is like full-time content creator. Anna, on the other hand, is an extraordinary makeup artist. She is also the makeup artist for Michael Bolton, as far as Asia is concerned. As long as it's in Asia, Anna is there doing his face.
Wow. Okay, I mean, just while we were on Facebook Live, we were featuring some of their videos, and it cracks me up, right? It cracks all of us up, and it's so wonderful to see the chemistry that you guys have, right? And I guess my question, and what some people probably, your fans probably have wondered as well, has this chemistry always been apparent from the start, or is this something that you guys had to work at?
I think that's a very good question. I think I think we were always destined to have this chemistry.
Destined.
Destined.
Okay,
Wow.
the first time I did his
Yeah.
makeup, I told him he sounded strangely familiar. So I went, hey, you sound a lot like my cousin. And he asked me, is it this person? I was like, no way, how do you know him? Because people have been telling telling him that for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Alamak, I thought you were going to say, and then it turns out he was the cousin.
No, he's not my cousin.
Like, are you the long lost cousin? Or something? Yeah. So I think the friendship already, was like destined to be formed, and but somehow, it's because of this person,
Yep.
who she thought I sounded like, and then she figured that, she realized that I knew him 2 weeks prior, and then we said, hey, let's all catch up, and on that day we caught up. We made our first video together.
We did?
and it was a tall, short video also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that cousin is as tall as him, or taller than Ben
Yeah,
actually.
slightly taller than me. Another
Yeah.
Eurasian guy. So
Also
How tall are
Eurasian.
you?
183 before the hair,
Okay.
Wow. So with the hair
depending on the weather. So,
and the product.
Humidity, yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I see you collaborate with many pretty ladies. Okay,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
I feel
Anna
that.
is one of them, obviously. But do you feel most chemistry with Anna? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah. Yes.
You should see the look she gave him.
Yeah. She's like yeah.
Say yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm the most transparent with you. When something that you might propose where I don't find funny, I'll just tell you.
Yeah.
This one like not funny then okay, skip.
Yeah.
You know?
Does,
But I
it
think-
does it hurt your feelings when she says that?
No, always.
I got tissue on hand for him to cry in.
No, but okay, so when I make content, I also don't want to do something that the other party doesn't want to do. Like, I may find it funny, the other person may not find it funny. So, okay, sure, then I'll ask somebody else, you know. But most of the time, I think so far, Anna and I, everything we've done together, yeah, you can just, it's great, like, you can just see the chemistry there, right?
Yep.
I kind of know what he's thinking and wanting to do. Because we have, you have production background. And...
Yes.
I also do makeup for production, so we kind of know how to film, not exactly in chronological order, but in the most,
Has there been a situation where Anna says no, but then you're like, no, I'll do it with someone else then, and then you do it with someone else, and then Anna goes, I told you.
So far, no, actually.
Okay.
So far, no, actually.
Okay.
I feel like you're projecting, no? You're projecting this. This is the Glennon experience, isn't it?
It's like, has that been because I understand?
You're gonna manifest next time already. Okay.
Okay, let's continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. It's 8:19.
Kiss 92 Time Check by Pooh.
Okay, let's find out now how you started on your journey as a content creator. What made you want to do this full time, Ben?
Alright, so my background is in filmmaking. I did filmmaking in school.
Yep.
And when I was younger, I did theatre. So I've always loved, like, storytelling on stage or on screen. But after film school, I wanted to go into advertising because I just love advertising, because that's where I feel I have a chance to write comedy scripts, right? But after uni, I was like, I still need an avenue for my creative juice to flow, right? So because I've always made videos here and there, and I decided finally, okay, I'm going to start my own channel. So now that I've graduated, I'm going to have a channel where I can just film funny videos and post it for fun.
Okay.
To have an avenue for for my creativity. But once I launched my channel, in under a week, I already got my first client. They saw my channel, like, hey, we've been wanting to work with someone like you, and we noticed you started something. Are you open for business? And I, of course, must pretend I know what's happening. I said, yeah, I open for business. Come and let's talk. And basically, they said to me, which is like music to my ears, right? Hey, we love your style. We want to pay you to be yourself and just do videos.
Right.
And I was like, sure.
Okay.
And I started doing videos with them, and then I started posting online, and a lot of people thought that I was working for that client as opposed to they were my client.
Right.
Yeah, so it just kind of fell into my lap, right? And people were like, hey, congrats on the new company. I was like, no, I actually my own guy. Then
when you started at this point your own channel, did you already have this whole Smiling Afro persona already?
Yeah, so Smiling Afro was always been a nickname since I was in poly.
So you already had the Afro in poly?
Yeah.
Best.
Yeah.
In school, they didn't ask you to cut your hair?
No, because in secondary school,
poly
short hair, so my hair is short, doesn't curl.
Yep.
Like, you can't see it. Yeah, then my hair is like yours actually now. When it's short, then when it grows longer, certain length, somehow nature takes its course. Like, right?
Actually,
So,
you say that when my hair grows out, it becomes a little like his.
No.
Yeah. You've seen me with long hair, what?
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to look like this.
Give me 1 year. In 1 year, we will take a picture.
We will come back 1 year.
It's quite special, no, considering he didn't perm his hair and all that. It's like natural, no? It's like the shape is like perfect. Huh? Okay. Right, Anna?
I wouldn't say perfect.
You're right.
Someone makes it look
She's
perfect.
Someone makes it look. That's why we're good friends.
What about you, Anna? I mean, your background and all that as a makeup artist.
Yes.
When did you decide you wanted to get into content creation?
Well, before a makeup artist, I was a fashion designer, and it was a 9 to 5 job. A lot of people think like, wow, so fun, right? No. So I was trying to find an escape. This is where I started Tumblr. That was my first content creation. And then it was just the writing articles. You go to tastings and then you take pictures and then you tell them what you like from that restaurant. Then it was just very organic. And then I shared a lot about what I liked on Tumblr, even my celebrity crush. And people got to know me from there.
On that.
You know the irony? So people still remember me for that celebrity crush, which I liked in my early 20s.
Yeah.
The irony is we're on a big show. The crush was Big Show.
No.
As in the WWE guy, Big Show.
When I laid eyes on him, I was like, that's a very cute person.
A very cute person.
Yes, I found
Guy
him
is
so
7
cute.
feet to 500 pounds.
This guy is one of the biggest WWE fans on the
Wow.
planet.
Wow.
He looks good to me in the
Yeah.
past.
You
No,
you want him to hold you in the palm of his hand, is that?
maybe.
She's not joking.
Hey, we've got a big show on Kiss 92 as well. Sean Rick Who.
Yes.
He always reminds me of the big show. you
Yes.
know?
Yes,
Yes.
his height. And
Yeah.
He is the big show, man.
He is. He is the Singapore's big
Big
show.
show, yeah. Man.
Yeah. That's it though, because when I started following you on IG, at least, it was during the period of time where you were doing a lot of these tastings and stuff like that. And one question I'd always wanted to know is, do you actually eat the food? Because looking at you, right, girl, it does not look like you eat as much as you claim to on the videos.
Some people are blessed, no?
Yeah, blessed.
Yeah.
You know, she makes everything
love
look
food.
delicious. Someone is like,
Really?
I love food. Yes.
But what is your secret then? You work out like after you eat, then you hit the gym straight away.
I don't work out. I haven't worked out for 6 years.
Anna N, making all the
Wow.
other women hate her as
Yeah.
she speaks.
Oh, no.
She
Okay,
eat, and don't work
I'm like-
out.
In
dying.
moderation, stop when you're full.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know how many people are jealous
exactly,
of her.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, dying already because didn't sleep right from yesterday. I mean, I can tell that, bro, you also are feeling a little bit tired right now. But later, when I go back home, my PT is waiting for me
Oh, wow.
in the gym.
Wow.
I told him last night because he was at the football match as well. I said, no, today let's not work out. I don't think I'm gonna sleep. He's like, nope, let's just do a light one today.
A light one.
A light one. So you see how we need to be disciplined,
Yeah.
but then you're blessed.
Yeah.
Don't need to work
Actually-
out and still look.
Yeah,
like that.
see, when we grow up, we want to be Anna N.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, sleeping a lot helps.
Which is something that
Yeah, thanks,
was-
bro.
Yeah.
You
that
made me
was
come
a-
in early this morning to do the morning show. I've had 2 hours of sleep. If not for today's show, I could look like Anna N.
Are you sure you want to look like me? You're going to get the brunt of the short jokes.
Not say I
but looking like that. No,
well, there you go. Oh.
correct. Actually, you already look like Anna, almost. I mean, but you don't look as
What,
pretty.
what?
You just
You
squint a
just
bit.
you're just missing boobs. That's all.
No argument there.
Thanks, Mom.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what is the? Do we have a bit of time? Okay, never mind. I'll come back and ask the question after traffic. Stand by.
Sweet tonight. Sweet dreams come after hours. Nothing that's not allowed. You should never sleep alone. You should let me take you home. Till there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl. I just wanna love you like, love you like, love you like that. Yeah. Love you like, love you like, love you like that. Yeah. Love me right, love me right, love me right back. Yeah. Love me right, love me right, love me right back. You should never sleep alone. 'Cause I'll always take you home. When there's nothing left but diamond necklace on you, girl.
Kiss 92 traffic.
On the BKE towards the PIE, an accident after Mandai Road exit. Please avoid lane 4. TPE towards PIE, accident as well after the KPE exit. On TPE towards SLE, vehicle breakdown after Jalan Kayu. PIE towards Tuas, heavy traffic between Tampines and Bedok North Road. SLE towards BKE, slow between Lento Avenue and Upper Thompson. And finally, Jurong Pier flyover towards Jurong Pier Road, heavy traffic reported too.
We're back on The Big Show and The Big Show TV, and we have been speaking to Anna N and Ben, also known as the Smiling Afro. They are content creators and one of my favorite content creators as well.
Aw, thank you.
Keep on doing
Very
what you
sweet,
guys have
Glenn.
been doing.
We didn't pay me anything to say.
No, you collect later. Invoice later.
But you know what? There's so many, content creators out there. I wonder whether they know what they're doing or not.
No lah. Yeah.
Don't know, huh?
No, Only Anna. and I know.
Only Anna. That's okay. Is it okay if I throw in this question? Okay, so nowadays, right, we use the word content creators a lot. For a long time, the umbrella term for anybody who was, doing videos and all that on the internet, on IG, social media, was influencers. Okay?
Oh.
They would.
Oh,
Yeah.
strong
so
reaction.
Then at some point,
Yeah.
it got converted to KOLs.
Oh my
key
gosh.
opinion leaders. So I want to know, as a bunch of guys, you guys one of the OGs, right, that got into this content creating digitally.
Yeah.
What did you take offense with the word influencer?
Okay, because at that time, to me, an influencer was like mostly female people on like Instagram who
Seriously?
post, a lot with interesting, I mean, the poses
Yeah.
and dressed up in like less. Yeah, so yeah. So when I got called influencer, it really got me because hey, I actually had to write and be creative and like think how to make people laugh, not post half naked pictures on Tanjong Beach Club. But yeah, so
But how do you get the impression though? I never got the impression like influencers are right.
Yeah, no, it was just me like around my, I guess how
It's personal feeling. Did you take offense,
yeah.
Anna, to the word
No,
influencer?
I actually just felt like anyone can be a content creator because even my parents, they can take pictures, they put it in a collage and then they put it on Facebook. That is content creation.
Okay, but in the term itself, were you offended by the term influencer?
No.
You guys are okay with key opinion leaders, but ultimately, I suppose content creators is what you prefer?
Call whatever you want because it's still content creating. It's when someone say influencer, right? I really felt the first time I felt like I had influence about over someone is when I went to a hawker stall and then I only ordered 3 dishes from the menu and then the owner complained to me that everyone came to queue up just to order the 3 dishes. He's like, we serve other dishes, right? So that's when I felt like, okay, is this influencer era? No, but it did feel that way.
Okay.
So it did feel true to me. To influence.
Yeah, for me, I just can't stand the word influencer. I feel even the KOL, key opinion leader, was like, I think just trying to soften.
Okay.
I think it depends. It depends on the client.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if it's a more serious client, like a bank or something like that, then they will want to call you guys key opinion leaders. But if it's any other environment, content creator will be okay. But in the past, I never used to like influencer as well because I used to feel like it's equal to like role model.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I mean, that was the impression that I got, and I hate
you don't
being
like
a
being
role
known
model.
as a role model?
Yeah. Of course not.
Like Glenn Ong, role model?
It's pressure.
Because Glenn Ong and role model are synonymous.
Bad role model. How about that? Bad role model.
Yeah, no, but like for me, like the word influencer, like okay, I get it. I get what they say that because if I have a following and people listen to me, so if I share something, they listen. So I'm a man of influence, right? But I feel that influencer should be safe for like the bigger figures, like the Pope is an influencer.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Or the president or the prime minister of a country is an influencer because he influences things. So I felt like, hey, I am not that level. I should
One day, bro.
Okay,
one day.
One day.
One day.
But till then,
Okay, solid content creators. There are parents who are tuned in right now. Their kids want to become, content creators and all that. What do you have to say to the parents? Yay or nay? Start off with Anna.
I still stand by everyone is a content creator. So once you have an online presence, you are posting something that is of your own mind, whatever you have an opinion about, you are a content creator. So if you want to do this full time, I would also tell the kids to not put all your eggs in the same basket. Ben might differ. Yeah. So for me, I've seen the era of different apps just shutting down eventually. Even Tumblr, people have moved on from it, as well as different demographics have moved on from certain apps. So I still feel that it's not definitely a permanent job or permanent space that you can build your career on. That's just my opinion.
Right. Ben, you obviously have put all your eggs
to clarify,
one basket.
It's only one egg. No. No, so it may seem that I put all my eggs in one basket, but actually no, I do, because my background is in filmmaking. So, besides just content creation, I still do hosting and acting on the side, and even now consultation for social media or personal branding. So I do have all these avenues, right, which is great, but not everyone I understand can have that when they go full time, right? Because not everyone looks like me and it's like me. So, but I recommend to parents or kids, if you want to be a content creator, sure, but make sure you always have a big plan and work towards it, right? And also, I definitely feel like you should take criticism or if you are able to handle negativity, then you're able to go into
Open
this
to
line.
feedback.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people who just one negative comment and then they crumble.
So you need a
in
thick
space,
skin
yeah.
lah for this industry.
Yeah, you need a thick skin, definitely.
And be cool.
And
Yeah,
a
be
strong
cool, yeah.
core.
And a
A
strong
core.
So you really know who you are. So whatever people say doesn't shake you because
Yes.
you know, oh, that's not me.
Yeah?
You just have a perception of me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
All right.
And
What's next for Anna and the bit smiling Afro?
I'm still I'm doing a hobby. I have a new hobby, which is my YouTube channel. So I'm just vlogging.
Oh,
And
Gary, again. Everyone
I have-
follow,
It's
subscribe.
just my name. Yes, and I downloaded Premiere Pro just to teach myself on the editing. Just figuring everything out on my own. And it's been a journey, a very difficult journey with very, very little views. And I kind of like it that way as well because I know for sure I'm doing it for myself. And I started out with 3 audience of 3. So I didn't tell anyone about it for many months. So it was just for my mom and 2 friends to watch. So this is my drive.
Now everybody knows.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
wasn't
a-
one of the friends, but yeah.
No,
I
it's
figured I put in so much effort, might as well put it out lah. Yeah.
400,000 people right now. Okay, what is it again? Anna's?
It's just Anna and Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Anna's something.
Yeah. Well, good question, Dave. Actually, I just launched an extension of my business. So I've grown into a creative house. Not agents. We didn't want to call it agency or production house. So we call it creative house, and it's called Go with the Fro.
Go with that.
Yeah,
Love that.
Go with the Fro.
Yeah. So basically,
Yes.
it's me as a creative director, and my crazy thoughts, and we just want to do bigger stuff on YouTube.
One day
now.
we can go into business. Bro and the Fro.
Bro and the Fro. Let's go.
Why not?
Bro
Do
and
something.
the Fro. Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Do something with the smiling Afro.
Yes,
I
sir.
think if you are a hairstylist, I think he'll be outstanding.
Oh, very
Right?
outstanding.
The whole
Stand
image,
outside.
right?
Yeah. Now I'm instantly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Ben. Thank you so much, Anna, for joining us today. I know
Thank
it's
you.
really early and all that, especially for you, Ben. Go back home and sleep.
Anything for you, Glenn. Yeah.
So sweet.
Thank you so much. Follow them on their Instagram if you aren't already following them, okay? Benjamin is at TheSmilingAfro and Anna, of course, Anna_NEN. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Thank
very
you
Thank you,
for
guys.
having
Thank you so
us.
much.
Up next, Mika. This is Love Today on Kiss 92.